was born to a single mother. My dad did not want anything to do with my mom. She had me to keep my father. That didn't work, and so she was stuck with a child that she cared not for. And so I grew up in that environment where I always felt unwanted and rejected. When I was 17, she committed suicide. By the time she committed suicide, I was already up to no good and dabbling in selling drugs and getting in trouble and all kinds of things. But it only accelerated. 20 some years ago, I ran this corner. We ran from Union to Guy Street, selling crack. We ran this block. I was, then somebody came, and that was my identity. I started making money, and then I thought I was a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And then there was this other guy came, a friend from childhood, who also, I got involved in the business, but then we got into a conflict, and I ended up killing him. I couldn't see the humanity in me. I couldn't see the humanity in him. To me, it was just a transaction, a problem that needed to be solved. Got him in my car, and I took him to the woods, and I shot him. I was arrested 3 months later. Still didn't click in my head. I was in jail for another 8 years. Lost everything that I had, was completely broken down. And I ended up in chapel at the invitation of a friend. And this man named Danny Lorenzen came and preached the gospel from Good News Chapel. Classic altar call. I didn't have the courage to step up. But he said, if anything, talk to a volunteer. I spoke to a volunteer. Long story short, I accepted Christ that day. It took 9 years until I was freed from prison, but I was released literally, next week is gonna be 3 years I was released from prison. I went to JMSB my first year. I applied to business school, did 1 year of business school, then I felt the call of God to go to Bible school. Went to Bible school, finished Bible school. Did this 5 weeks ago now, literally. And just following what God has put in my heart since, you know, so He healed my broken heart from being rejected by my family and those who I thought were supposed to love me. Liberated me from that captivity of an identity of a drug dealer. I could be something else than that. And then He opened the doors of the prison. I was sentenced to life without parole before 25 years on October 28th of 2005. So I don't care how you do the math, a miracle happened, right? So I got a second trial, got freed from prison, and then the acceleration has just been tremendous. Yeah, that's the short.
That's a powerful testimony.
Yeah.
That's a really powerful testimony.
Wow.